joining us to talk more about the Legacy series, we have Pat Mould in studio. Thanks so much for being here.
It's my pleasure, Taylor.
I'm glad I said all the names right.
You did great. You did great, by the way.
I was thinking, I'm like, oh no, it's coming and Pat's right here. So these Legacy series, how have they been going for you guys?
They've been going great. The first one we did was on Dewey Balfa. Then we did Clifton Chenier, and now we're doing Joe Falcon and his wife Cleoma Falcon. Joe is credited with producing the first recording of Acadian song, and that song was Allons à Lafayette.
Oh, wow.
And that was in 1928. And so the Legacy series is just a way for us to honor musicians, artists, people who have contributed to our culture, and also for Festivals Acadian and Creole to have a presence out in the community on an annual basis.
Yeah, I love these series, and I love that you guys are doing this once a month. I think it's so important that you guys we continue to keep the tradition and the history alive. What's the response that you guys have been getting from the community?
Oh, Taylor, the response has been amazing. I mean, we had at least a couple hundred people the first one we did at the Feed and Seed. The Clifton Chenier one was well attended as well, and we're looking for a nice crowd this evening. It's free to the public. Again, we wanted to find a way to contribute back and focus on our culture on a year-long basis, and the Legacy series is a way to do that.
Absolutely. And speaking of Joe, what are some of the discussion topics that you guys are going to be focusing on tonight? Well,
Wade Falcon is going to be hosting the discussion. So it takes place from 7 to 9 p.m. We'll have a discussion about Joe and Cleoma, their contributions to Cajun music. And then we have Cameron Dupuy and his father Michael are going to be playing music.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of it's a way to educate the people, educate the public on some of these people who have contributed so much to our culture, and then we have a little dance afterwards if you want to shake a leg. So
oh yeah, that'll be fun too. I remember Barry, for one, he said, I think it was the last one or your first one that you did, everyone just came and sat and listened.
Yeah,
What's that been like to watch kind of you guys share the history and tradition with people? What's that like for you to educate?
It's been interesting. I mean, Barry and I have been having this conversation for years now about how we wanted to do something similar to this. And then Ravi Dugula at the Feed and Seed kind of pushed us to do it.
Yeah.
And the response from the public has been amazing. Like I said, they sit, we have, and actually listen. And then we have the music afterwards. So you'll see somebody off on the side dancing, a little bit. So, we can't not dance.
Absolutely.
And so it's been interesting to see the public's reaction to the whole process.
Absolutely. And we're out of time, but it is free. It's at the Feed and Seed. What time does everything kick off?
7 p.m. this evening and 7 to 9 p.m. at the Feed and Seed downtown.
Awesome. Pat, thank you so much for joining us. Of course.
My pleasure.
If you guys at home want to learn more about the Legacy series, head to our website, klaf.com. But let's go ahead and check in with Adam Olivier.